Hello everyone, it's Duty Dude here, and I found this game called Dancing with Shadows Prologue a while back, and I decided, hey, let's go try it out today. I don't remember how I found it. I think I found it in Steam when I looked at the visual novel section just to get an idea what I might do for what game I might play for my next video, and I noticed that this is a free visual novel. I'm like, alright, it's also seems indie. It seems like not many people have played it, so yeah, let's go try it out. So yeah, we're gonna go to start. Thank you for playing our game. Please direct feedback and bug reports to the Dancing with Shadows official Discord. Community contributions and suggestions will help inform development of Chapter 1. Alright, so I guess they're going to make Chapter 1 based on the feedback of this prologue. Alright, that's nice. Alright. I guess this is... Follow a hidden path... I'll figure out the voices when I play the game more. Follow a hidden path down the alleys. 3 lefts and a right, then close your eyes for 12 seconds. Remain calm and still, breathing shallowly, and keep your hands at your sides. So I do like how we have a save. I don't know what Q save means or Q load, but we do have an auto and a save and also skip, I guess. Yeah, I remember Doki Doki Literature Club had that too, which was really nice when trying different routes. It sounded like nonsense, but nonsense was my only lead. I pity that beggar, and that's really why I'm here, I guess. Meager times create many beggars, with evil begetting evil and all that. I guess this isn't a great evil if I'm just wasting my time here, in the grand scheme of things. That beggar didn't want anything from me. I've never had a good grasp at balancing naivety and cynicism. I should stop second-guessing myself. I need to work. That was my last copper gone in the tavern. My equipment is in good shape. I'm healthy and I have a full belly. For now, at least. Okay, it's been at least 12 seconds. I really just can't believe it. Do old druids work in such secrecy, or just archdudes when they're looking for a sucker to do their dirty work? I'm here. This is what I came here for. There's no sense in wasting any more time. A small, sincere smile colors the Archduke's features upon spotting Julian, wicked away in an instant as he studies the young mercenary. So from my understanding, the game, since it's like in development right now, they have wait. I guess you can go. Oh, that's nice. I can go back and forth. Oh, that's nice. It makes it easy. There's also history too. Okay, so with my mouse I can go back and forth, which is nice. I do like that. What I was gonna say was, I think this game has some AI backgrounds just as a placeholder for until this game gets until they get like feedback on what to do. So yeah, I'm just gonna say that. But I think everything else is like handmade. So yeah. A small, sincere smile colors the Archduke's features when okay, I already said that. Deep creases of worry fill the void in the elderly man's expression as he strains his eyes in the firelight, as if beholding something only seen by him. Magicians of any kind make me nervous. He seems friendly enough, but I shouldn't let my guard down. He gestures at the open seat next to the fire, and speaks with a soft, woody baritone, akin to the rumble of straining mind supports deep in the earth. A friend told me you would come. Okay. A friend told me you would come. I'm gonna give him the judge's voice. The voice I gave the judge in Ace Attorney. A friend told me you would come. Thank you for your interest in this assignment, young fellow. Take a seat and relax. This is a truly safe place. This world could use a few more of those. Oh yeah, I think there's routes. So I guess I can, am I gonna flirt with this guy? I don't think I'm gonna flirt with him. Am I? This is not one of those routes, is it? I'm gonna remain aloof. Oh yes, the vagrant. I'd rather stand. I have a few scars from dealings with the magically inclined, and I'd rather not add another. Oh, okay. A certain magic fades from the air, as if Julian's pronouncement conflicted with the place itself, despite the Archduke remaining largely unfazed. Julian sighs, realizing his faux pas. I shan't begrudge the intemperance of youth. You are wise to distrust what you cannot understand, but how can we come to an accord without even a wink of it? I mean trust, of course. The Archduke hastily finishes his pipe and rises to his feet, joining Julian in the foyer. For a man of his impressive age, he walks gracefully, almost without even a hint of sound. There's a twinge of melancholy, of regret coloring his expression, but not his voice. The Archduke hands Julian a scroll bound with a wax seal, casting him an askance look. There's a demon infesting the local crypt. I need you to put an end to it. A demon? A demon of shadow. Neither trivial nor a major example of its kind. It shan't be trifle. Should you accept this trial, you'll be adequately equipped and compensated. What do you consider to be adequate? I do wonder if I can... okay. I can change my route. I'm gonna take a seat. I wonder what's Your space is cozy. Thank you, young man. Said his job. Perhaps a drink first. My treat as the host. Sure. He's not gonna kill me, is he? I suppose, well, I don't see why not. Yay. The Archduke rises from his seat and pours a dark orange liquid into 2 polished cups. There's a bit of relief reflected in his dark eyes. So I do like how you can quickly, you don't have to like manually create a bunch of like save slots and all that stuff to like try out different routes. You can just like use the mouse wheel and check out what would have happened differently. So I think that's pretty cool. There's a bit of relief reflected in his dark eyes. He passes the cup to Julian, who hastily downs the contents. Of course, this is like the most recent visual novel I've like. This is the newest visual novel I've played. Right, I've played the Ace Attorney series, which well, it does get updates. Like while the remastered trilogy does get updates, it's still like a classic, right? Well, in the grand scheme of in the grand scheme of okay, whatever. It's like I consider Phoenix Red trilogy to be like a classic, and the remaster to be like a really high quality version of that. Like I really like how that game looks, the way they handled the remastered trilogy. But the point was, yeah, this is the most recent visual novel I played. So maybe in newer visual novels they do have the mouse wheel feature. Maybe it's just in this one. But I think it's pretty cool though. The Archduke rises from his seat and pours a dark orange liquid into 2 polished wooden... Alright, I think I already said that. It actually downs its content. It's warming. What is it? A bit of ale special. You'd call it walled wine. It's a bit of a rarity nowadays. I've never heard of it, but it's nice. I'd kill a bottle or two. Speaking like a man of your trade. Let's save the violence for another time. I'm glad it is to your liking, young man. There's something familiar about your face. Are you that fellow in the monastery murals? If that's you, what is it like being so old for such a long time? The Archduke serenely gazes into the fire. From seemingly nowhere, a squirrel perched itself on his shoulder. It mimics his calm yet distant expression and gaze. Time is secondary to our great mission. I have faith you will understand one day, young man. So I guess we have a drink now. Julian and Archduke spent a great amount of time talking. The night itself is like a dim, blurry haze. At the end of it all, Julian could not clearly remember what was discussed. Only the anxiety he felt about his job and his unfamiliar place and person is gone, and he and the stranger will part as friends. So I wonder how that really changed the story. I believe you lost track of time, Julian. You came here for a reason. The Archduke hands Julian a scroll, bound with a wax seal, casting him an askance look. There's a demon infesting the local crypt. I need you to put an end to it. A demon? A demon of shadow, neither trivial nor a major example of its kind. It shan't be a trifle. So I guess the main difference was that first we drank the drink, and second, a lot more time has passed in this route than the other route before we went on our mission. So that might change things, who knows. Should you accept this trial, you'll be adequately equipped and compensated. What do you consider to be adequate? Oh, spare an old man to haggle. I'm offering you 100 crowns for a job well done, and evidence of the slaying. Julian whistled slowly. Ooh, evidence of the slaying. Ooh, that might... So I think there's different routes in this. I think that we might date a couple of characters, and you know how evidence of slaying goes. Okay, it's gonna definitely help with my Rizla. Why do I do this? Why do I say this stuff? No arguments here. To do battle with this fiend, you'll need a silver blade, crafted to scourge their impure flesh. To defend from his treacherous dark magic, a shield warded against such sorcery. But note, it requires a source of light, even if it's just a spark. Naturally, you will be allotted 3 days' rations for your journey. You'll find everything you need packed by the door. Complete the job and return here for payment and debriefing. The neat bundle escaped Julian's notice entirely. It surely is where the druid said it was, but couldn't truly be sure but he couldn't truly be sure it was theirs when he entered. Why did I do that? Oopsies, I didn't mean to click the menu. Okay. That seems straightforward enough. I killed the fiend with the blade you're providing me. No strings? None. Do as advised and take care to protect yourself against its deceit and wiles. Remain resolutely focused and stay true to your task and yourself. No complaints from me, old-timer. I'll be going then. If I'm not back in a week or two, you'll know to send the next guy. Archduke grunts. It's not abundantly clear if he found some humor in Julian's statement or if he's annoyed. Reflect on my words, young man. Be safe and swift. Julian departs the druid's hut. and finds himself roughly where he expected, the same place he began the strange ritual to find the magician's hideaway. Not in any position to complain. 100 crowns is more than I've seen in the last 4 jobs. What could that old-timer have meant by a demon's wiles? Maybe just an old way of speaking. But that's not Kari. That place was like a dream. I remember the important bits for now, but I ought to write it down in case I forget. He said his name is Kolya, I think. I've never met someone with such a strange name. I haven't been so at ease and relaxed as long as I can remember. It must have been that Waldwein he had me drink. Come to think of it, he must have been jesting about the morals. Some of them are at least 100 years old. I suppose when you're as old as he is, everyone starts to look a bit alike. Maybe he just has one of those familiar faces. Maybe. I'll have time to think about this more later. For now, the job. Julian undergoes a day-long travel through the city, to the outskirts. Primarily, Julian spends the time reflecting on his mission and the Archduke, and speculated on what was to come. These days, he didn't get much comfort in anything, and his journey was no exception. He wasted no time attending to the dubious duty he took as his yoke, all on the promise of gold. The Archduke's contract led Julian to a crypt on the outskirts. Along the way, he heard rumors of locals being harassed when mourning their dead, statues and monuments within the crypt being toppled, and unsettling shadows darting around the crypt, irrespective of the lack of wind and torch. It's still too early for the night watchman to patrol. Good, that means fewer questions and palms to grease. The Archduke told me my quarry is a demon of shadow, not a trivial, nor a major demon. I should be on my guard. The blasted thing must be inside. Should keep stock of my belongings before I head in. Sealed with a wax stamp. Strange. It looks like a monastery sigil. It reads, "Slay and banish the presence, whatever it may be, from this formerly sanctified place of rest." A steel bastard sword, plated with silver along the edges. I might stand a chance with this blade if I'm lucky. The sheen on the steel shield is phenomenal. As long as there is even a scant amount of light, the Archduke assured me none of the demon's shadow magic can harm me. So I guess we gotta think about, maybe some of the choices might have to do with a battle, or just like, if we're gonna flirt with the demon or not. I don't even want to think about hard track if I can't soften it up first. It's about as hard and appetizing as a brick. And a water skin. It's filled with 3-day small old. It's filled with 3-day-old small beer. It smells sour. I probably shouldn't, unless I really need to. That's it. Okay, enough stalling. Let's do this. Oh no. My only choice, enter the crypt. It's Doki Doki again. Okay, point is, a large stone room, far underground. As you enter, you hear hydraulic mechanisms automatically shut the large steel gate behind you. Of course, I'm not gonna compare this game to Doki Doki Literature Club. I know they're both free visual novels, but Doki Doki Literature Club is like its own like level. So yeah, but this game might still surprise me. Who knows? A security measure by the townsfolk. Surely, maybe it might even live up to Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm not sure because this game is much shorter, I believe. So yeah, it's like a prologue. They're still thinking about chapter 1. So yeah, chapter 1. Once this game is complete, it might be pretty slick. It depends though. The chapters might cost money, like as DLC, and just the prologue might be free. Who knows how they're gonna handle it? But yeah, you're trapped here. You're trapped down here with a demon, and it is you until one of you perishes. Torchlight glints off of metallic embellishments on the sarcophagi populating this moderately impressive tomb. On the periphery of your vision, you notice unusual fleeting shadows. Oh look, Dancing with Shadows, that's where the title comes from. Wow. The demon must not be far off, and has nowhere to run. One of you must perish today. A grindstone arc allows passage further into this dark place. It seems the townsfolk or druids left a torch here for your use. Oh, a torch. I think we're gonna pick it up, because we want light, right? We don't want to die, so I should take it. A light source would be useful in this dark place, especially with a demon of shadow lurking nearby. A sturdy branch topped with dry cloth, soaked in pitch, and an alchemical mixture. I can ignite it by striking it against the wall. These don't last forever. You straight a torch along the stone walls. I wonder what the history looks like, how they did it. Yeah, alright, okay, normal stuff, okay. I'm just like curious, you know. A service entrance to a cramped dark tunnel lies to the left. Because this game, not that many people have played it, so it's like interesting to me. So yeah, like I've played indie games in the past before on this channel, but not like an indie game that's like as hidden as this. It really is like in the shadows of the internet. A stone passage comprised of stonework typical of the city proper lies to the right. Where will he go? He said 3 lefts and a right, right? No, that was in the very beginning. That was not related to that. Should we go service entrance to the left or stun passage to the right? Let's go investigate it to the left. Huh? This looks a lot like an access tunnel to the city stewards. It would make sense for something like this to be here in the outskirts, I suppose. It seems a bit insensitive to connect the sewers to a grid, but I'm not a city planner. They're working with what space they have, I guess. The entrance is blocked by an iron gate. The bars are surface to be thick, but they're made of low-grade iron with a lot of corrosion. If I found something to bend or break these, maybe I could exit the city. Do I want to do that? I'd be banning my contract. Maybe I'm not cut out for this business involving magicians and demons. I'll have to give it some thought. Julian returns to the atrium. If you tried investigating to the left, let's go check out the right. Before you use tunnel that is barricaded by a few simple boards. Do I really want to be doing this? There's a quarter inch of dust covering literally everything. If I found this demon in such a cramped space, I don't think I'd even be able to swing my sword. Dismantle it! Here goes nothing. These boards look simple enough to remove by hand. Dry rot and the ravages of time have reduced the boards practically to splinters. In the end, they form a union with the ambient dust of the crypt. It's gonna be a tight fit. I can't even stand up straight in this cramped tunnel. I should be on guard. It's unusually stuffy in this tunnel, and black as pitch. It reminds me of a abandoned factory, or that major study years past. Well, here goes nothing. Whatever this was, it's a trash heap now. Search rubble. Might as well try to find something useful while I'm here. You sort through the rubble and find a set of bolt cutters. Huh? These might come in handy, I guess. Nobody else is using them. I might as well bring them along. There's something strange text on these stones. It looks like the arm of sculpture. Maybe this was a sculptor's studio? That doesn't seem quite right. Touch the symbol. The pile of rubble begins to shake, and the ruins in the rubble pile begin to glow with a dim blue light. I'm not getting paid enough for this. This isn't a demon, it's someone else's problem. I'm getting out of here. You go back the way you came. Where will you go? I wonder if touching that has done something. Well, we have done both of these now. Is there anything I can look at? Can I look at my items? You go forward. The rooms ahead are shrouded in oppressive darkness, likely the work of this demon. I should be well prepared for the push ahead. If I squint, I can see solid silhouettes deeper in this place. Okay, since the narrator and Julian both speak a lot, I should give them separate voices. So for Julian, I'm going to give him my voice as normal, but for the narrator, I'm going to give him Will Power's voice from Ace Attorney. The voice I gave Will Power is my Ace Attorney playthrough. As usual, with my visual novel playthroughs, I'm going to make plenty of references to the voices I give in Ace Attorney, because that's like the basis of how I do stuff. Alright, I should be well prepared for the push ahead. If I squint, I can see solid silhouettes deeper in this place. The rooms ahead are shrouded in oppressive... Did I touch too much? Okay. Let's keep moving. Well prepared. How deeper in the crypt? Okay, you go forward. I want to make sure. Okay, the rooms ahead are... Okay. Like the Broker's Demon. I should be well prepared for the push ahead. If I squint, I can see solid silhouettes deeper in this place. Let's keep moving. A massive subterranean corridor. Sarcophagi line each side of this room. The rooms ahead are shrouded in oppressive darkness. I vaguely remember text from this monastery describing the spawn of demons of shadow. It's been a while, but I think they're called Raid Spawn. Okay, I want to make a comment while we're playing this. Okay, what I really like with visual novels is the music, and it's been a while since we last had music. Ever since we entered this, we have not had any sort of music, and I think you can go without music in dramatic moments, but it's there's no sound, there's no music or anything like that. It's complete silence, which I know is also to go with the... Because I know it's supposed to be we're confronting a demon or some sort, but I feel and some music or sound would be nice along with it, like with Ace Attorney, right? Every time you click, there's special sound. Of course, I'm not expecting that. Ace Attorney is a really, really high quality game, right? It's they spent a lot of time producing that, and this is just a very small team in comparison, right? Ace Attorney is a Capcom franchise. Of course, it's gonna be really high quality, but I would like some more music. Okay, we had some music in the beginning that was nice. I would like some music here, right? Some maybe some suspenseful, eerie music, just so that way there's a little. It makes it feel a little more lively instead of just me just reading in silence, right? Because that's what I really like with visual novels. We can have music and sound while having this reading, reading and looking at these animations. It's really cool what visual novels can do, how they can tell a story with all these different aspects. They're able to get to the depth of a real book, with also having the while having all these different aspects, and I'm trying to think of the correct term. Also having these different elements of a movie, right? When music, visuals, while getting the depth into like a novel, right? With its longer, when more focused on the text and the dialogue and all, right? It's nice what visual novels can do. So I would like some more music and sound. I'm saying this mostly. I know with other games I don't get much feedback, but since this is a game where they are actively looking for feedback because there's not many people like who are playing this, I think it's more important that I do say something. Also, I do notice the shadow guy. See, I can observe stuff. I'm not one of those YouTubers. This is mostly because I was like talking while I was looking at everything. Okay, point is, they are the creations of my quarry, if I'm right. As unsettling as they are, they don't present a threat unless I provoke them. As long as my torch. Oh, they already mentioned that. Oh, these are rate spawn. I should pay attention! They appear as they did in death, the old, the infirm, the maimed, and the beloved pets of the townsfolk. This is grim. The figures are dark silhouettes, like a blood in space. One suffered a major inquiry in life. One major suffered a major inquiry in life. Its spine folds like an accordion, and its arm drags limply at its side. It doesn't seem to be in pain, at least. I wonder if it knows where it is. Beloved family pet, perhaps? It paces throughout the chamber, as if seeking its master. Why was this innocent creature cursed to wander like this? Julian descended a flight of stairs deeper into the crypt. I can see the dog now. Was I able to see the dog? You can barely see the dog, so I do think, yeah, you only saw this dog they're describing after you did it, after you clicked ahead, and you saw this for like a brief second. Otherwise, people cannot see the dog, so I just want to make that, I'm just pointing that out. One thing is certain, this place has been vandalized. Statues are torn from the podium from which they are rested, and stone slabs commemorating the deeds of the historic dead have been toppled. The floor is littered with debris and dust. Despite this, there isn't a single footprint to be seen. Aside from the ladder down... Like, I like this. Now we have music, okay? That's nice. I guess it is the suspenseful music I was talking about. Maybe I should have waited. Because the previous scene wasn't that long, so I guess I should have waited for the music to come back. Whoopsies. Because you can't have silence. You could have silence in visual novels for certain moments, right? For certain moments. Like, I remember in... Doki Doki Literature Club, right? Okay, point is, we're not gonna talk, I don't want to spoil anything like from the game, right? But, yeah, I guess I should have just waited patiently. Maybe I should give all my feedback at the end, I think that might be better. And I should also stop speaking so quickly so that way people can understand me. Aside from the ladder down and the way you entered, it appears all of the connecting chambers are blocked by collapsed rubble. The locals surely wouldn't do this. I should be on guard and gather my bearings before pushing ahead. I guess we gotta look around. You look around and see an antique silver coin. The old farts of the monastery and maybe some of the druids remember when these were minted. They're at least half zinc, more than a quarter copper, but there's a bit of silver in there. I guess that's why they're silver coins. It's strange to find something like this in here. There is a puncture near the edge of the coin, as if it were attached as a necklace. How odd. Maybe one of the townsfolk dropped it while fleeing. Let's go take the coin. Obviously, take everything. Whatever, it's mine now. Whoever lost it is long dead. In their place, wouldn't begrudge me. Despite the flickering flame of the torch, the shadows stir and speak. Jump scare. Ha ha! Halford's hurriedly drawing his blade. Julian stumbles backwards, caught off guard.
Mortal, the light you bring to my domain is most unwelcome. Leave this place, or meet your end. Return your fletchings to their proper place and forget all you have seen here.
Let's go listen to him. Unsettling. The torch has sent the fiend fleeing. I had best pursue it. Okay, let's go continue forward. These memorials were dedicated to heroes who were stalwart defenders of the people, soldiers and swell swords alike. Many of them fell to demons. It seems like a bit of a petulant tantrum, doesn't it? Perhaps my expectations of these creatures were too lofty. A ladder in the center of the room, leading down to the peasants' graves. It looks freshly disturbed. What purpose could this demon have? Disturbing the remains of the destitute. Obviously, we're gonna keep going. We gotta keep going after him. When we can flirt with him, obviously. The shadows dance here. I must be close. There's a narrow. Dancing with shadows. Look, it's the title of the game. There's a narrow walkway encircling an open pit, where the less fortunate are tossed to rot. At least these are embalmed. Small courtesy for the poor. It's a dead end. The demon is surely here, but where? I don't think I can bear the stench for much longer. There, on the other side of the platform, the shadows take shape. The demon manifest. What in the world? Ah, okay. Here's the, okay, I guess it'd be quite literally dance with these sorts of shadows. Okay, I guess we gotta start flirting, guys. Are you guys excited for this? Many other mortals have fled, yet here you are. Did you mean to assail me here, in my chosen domain? Are you lost, Julian? We can't fight her. Not when she looks so, I'm joking, but seriously though, time to go down a route. Question. Are you? I see, you divined my name. Stumbling upon over words. You, look different from, what I expected. You're into her, aren't you? The demon is narrow. There's the eyes and scowls. My nature dictates me to assume a form that resonates with the desires of those who behold me. Perhaps you would be best served reflecting on your own preferences. I guess this is my wet dream character. This parley tires me. Accept a small mercy before I reconsider. I have harmed none of those hapless fools who wandered into my domain, and I extend the same courtesy to you. In honor of the dead. This place is meant for the grieving, is it not? Leave me to grieve. The demon says graze. Suddenly, just at a coin you retreat, previously within the crypt. Inquire further. Contemplating the small atrocities this fiend has personally brought in this tomb, you withdraw the antique coin you collected on the upper levels. Your kind only sows grief with every widow and orphan you leave to face this world alone. To grieve, you have to feel loss. What could you possibly know of grief? The demoness's eyes look distant, and she appears forlorn. Her gaze drifts from the silver coin to the pit between you and her. This pit where the bodies of the destitute are unceremoniously thrown and left to rot. There's another mortal, not unlike yourself. We share a bond of sorts. You see, we were dating, and I guess I've been lonely recently. Would you like to date me? She's like you. She lived a fickle and fleeting life, and she was taken from me. Like you, she hesitated, and like you, she showed me mercy. She rests here, and in this muck of unfortunates. Sympathize. You continue on deliberately, despite your apprehension, ensuring to choose your words with great care. This coin was hers, then. The Druids tell me many horrible tales of your kind. Never have I heard of a demon grieving for a lost mortal. For the briefest moment, you consider if you were misled by the Archdruid. Ultimately, who could know? May she rest in peace. Your fallen paramour must have been truly special. Look at the risk level of this Julian. The dark energies dance in the room, possibly reflecting the demon's state of mind. Her expression softens. She seems incapable of tears, perhaps due to her nature. I'm called a Desi mortal. You have given me much to consider, but late this encounter draws to an end. I shall say my final farewell and depart. You may tell your superiors whatever you choose. This is not our last meeting, Julian. You're intriguing, and you remind me of someone I once loved. Is she flirting with me? A bittersweet smile colors a Daisy's ethereal features moments before she vanishes, and the dancing shadows in the room stalled to a halt. She has vanished. Well, that's great. Am I cursed now? Haunted? I should be more worried about that. Probably. But even though it has been but a moment, I can't keep my thoughts off of her. I want to see her again. Adesi. Such a peculiar name. I wonder if it was given to her by her departed paramour. If I've been deceived, surely I will find the truth of things. For now, I shall report my success to the Archdude. And lie? It's a golem. Sensation! A touch! The touch is familiar, but so distant. Distant like another life. I know it's not. No, wait. His name was Golem in Lord of the Rings, right? Sculpted from stone was I. Once a nerd, once lifeless, but given life by my creator. Where's my creator? Who am I? The memories are dark, with spots of color, feelings, and meaning almost indecipherable and static. The music is gone. This one's creator is missing. There's nothing left. I must press on. Pull yourself together. Ooh, this is cool. So you do switch between characters. You might compete with your previous self. That is cool. All right. Sundered, but not destroyed, are made. I will persist until this one's destruction. You might play against yourself. Ooh, this is cool. I like this. Okay. I like the twist here. how you can play as different characters and like go against you and like sabotage your own routes, like as a character to promote your own routes for a certain character. Wow, that's just cool. This is cool. I am hungry though for actual food, so I might be back the next day. So yeah, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. The golem wills his body into its proper configuration. The claimer of objects flying into the room, lit by a bright blue flash, as a stone body reassembles is unnoticed, or perhaps is just unremarkable to the golem. A dirty mirror, covered in years of dust and grime, the golem wipes away the thick coating of dust.
This one's appearance is clarified, but this one's objective is unclear. Identity is lost. Purpose undetermined. These mirrors are created by uncovering a glass pane with a thin quicksilver amalgam, then heating the pane to evaporate the quicksilver. Protective covering of copper may be added to reduce corrosion. This one suspects this mirror has been treated with such a coating. Much like this one, does endure the ravages of time. Like this one, it presses on without its creator, without purpose. How long has it been? Memories indistinct, but tangible! Out of reach! I must press on.
Break the mirror! Memories of
fury! Not furry. Memories of fury! Of violence. I wish not to reflect. I wish not to suffer. I must not yearn. I press on.
I know it's a visual novel, but not that type of visual novel. The path is dark and cramped. A recent trail is seen in the dust.
Footsteps in the dust. A human passed through here, not my creator. An interloper.
Express gratitude.
This interloper stirred this one from its eternal reverie. This one's grateful. This one may seek its objective. Once an objective is determined.
The golem retraces Julian's steps to the crypt's atrium. It studies its surroundings. A sealed door to its left, unfamiliar stonework leading to an access tunnel of some kind dead ahead, and a path deeper into the crypt to its right.
It is now clear to this one a considerable amount of time has passed in this one's reverie. I must press on.
Press on ahead.
The footsteps deviate to the left. This gives the golem pause.
I should pursue the interloper.
The interloper's footsteps are fresh, I proceed.
The golem pauses, closely examining the single set of footprints entering and leaving the crypt. Waning daylight intrudes upon this place of rest. The golem contemplates the sequence of events and is hit with a sudden realization. The interloper has fled with an accomplice. Skill recalled. Moment of prescience. A mental flash. The spark of prescience. The golem realized it would be met soon by another. A friend, perhaps. A warrior, a healer, in a former druid dress. The golem's form would startle her, and she would elucidate much about the golem's purpose and her ultimate destiny. Destiny? A burly form lumbers into the crypt, just as the golem foresaw. You're gonna flirt with her, okay? Let's go. The warrior issues I'm playing Matchmaker now. The warrior issues a complete set of armor for the barest essentials, accompanied by green and brown traveler's letters. Their long boots are characteristic of the locality. The barbed metal staff wielded by the warrior and the iron mask strike the golem as distinct, but mysterious in origin. Whomever this is, they strike an imposing form. Now I'm becoming the judge. Whoever this is, they strike an imposing form in the twilight hues of the crypt entrance. The warrior pauses, stock still, at the sight of the golem, mutually studying them.
Shit, I'm too late.
Okay,
Shit, I'm too late! There we go, Maya's voice. Eh?
A female voice, if low in pitch. Low in pitch. We're gonna give you a British, a fabulous, low in pitch. Okay, we're not gonna give her Pearl's voice. That's weird. Instead, I'm gonna give her. We're gonna give her a voice. Okay, we're gonna give her my voice. No. We're gonna give her a tsundere voice. Okay, my Natsuki voice, but slightly lower in pitch. A female voice, if low in pitch, accompanied by a startled grasp. What in the world? Who are you? Who are you? Can you understand me? Okay, usually it's getting a little higher pitched again.
What is my name?
Skibbity Lord.
I shall be Skibbity Lord. I am Skibbity to Lord. What am I? What I was once. Oh wait, now I'm gonna actually read that forever. Why did I name that Skibbity Lord? This is like
I'm not that brain rot, I promise. I promise. I'm sorry. It hit my guts. My guts. Like.
What am I? What I was once. It's of little consequence. Memories are no more.
So, like, and I mean, it kind of startled me, right? Now we have a custom character all of a sudden after having Julian, a named character.
I'm male. This one's creators sculpted this one in its perfect image, like my creator. I am male. I am as I choose. I understand you. I'm Skibidi Lord. I am male.
This pronouncement gives the warrior pause, who deigns not to question the strange behavior, produced by an even stranger creature. She thinks about how this sounds like a dating sim, choosing the gender and name. Right then, I'm Tess, female. I don't know who or what you are, really, and yes, I understand what you just told me. I'm sure you have questions, and so do I. We're gonna go kill. Okay, we can get them all answered soon. It seems as if I'm a bit late, and you're well.
I seek to elucidate the fate of my creator and seek my purpose. If you can assist in this endeavor, so be it.
Tess gapes at Skibidi Lord, staring in utter disbelief. Composing herself, she replies,
Let's be off then. Up the way we came.
Okay, I guess we went with full Natsuki voice again.
I'm going to have some choice words with Nikolai.
Tess and Skibidi Lord promptly exit a crypt. Their futures are murky, but for now, they have the dubious company of one another. Amazing. They're gonna date each other eventually, trust me. The Night Watchman's body drops with a thunk, presaging Dahlia's arrival. Ooh, from Ace Attorney. The pressure on the hydraulics of the crypt's door is released with a gesture and a tug of the witch's hand. A subtle, thaumaturgical manipulation. This will do. This is my Dahlia voice from Ace Attorney. And the anomaly and the demon want to be harvested, want to be bound. Good health is so ever hard to find. Confidently, the witch struts into the crypt. Makes sense. Dahlia's a witch. She follows the path in her divination. First, to the arcane anomaly. Words, once comprising a barricade, line a disassembled heap at Dahlia's feet. My, unsavory complications. They will be managed. Despite her confidence, Dahlia scowls. She hated complications. She proceeds down the narrow tunnel into her first destination. A room full of detritus, a disused artificer's lab, surely, by Dahlia's estimation. She peers carefully through the mess, coming up empty. Broken shards of glass litter the floor. Dahlia spots the source. A broken mirror from across the room. Whoever impacted the mirror struck it hard. A temper tantrum, not entirely unexpected. Disappointing, but not the end of the road. Disappointing, but not the end of the road. It seems another has hastened to the prize. I have a competitor. No sense in wasting precious time. Competitor? Is she trying to go after someone? This is like a crazy amount of love triangles here. Dahlia hastens to her task, returning to the atrium. I mean, she's good looking. I might go, I'm joking. That's not how we do. I mean, it's just fiction, guys. I can do what I want. Okay, point is, Dahlia's search of the crypt was futile. She walked back to the entrance in defeat. What a waste of time. Dreadful. Utilizing her keen senses, Dahlia spots the glimmer of eyeshine from the corner of her eye. A scheming, curious smile creeps across her black lips. What do we have here? Oh, how I love surprise visitors. A flick of the wrist. A draw on the latent thaumaturgical current. The bars blocking the path to the server's entrance turn red, then white, then pools of liquid on the ground. There's a bit of flare. Dahlia makes a show of exhaling in the direction of the molten metal, while concealing her gestures, freezing it. What? That's a goblin. I guess that's a goblin. Okay.
Wow, you're a magician!
A goblin so close to the surface. Bless your heart. You're deformed, but alive. I guess we gotta play Matchmaker here too. Dahlia appears genuinely impressed, realizing the implications of the goblin's predicament quickly.
Are all magicians so rude? You're tall like a man and really creepy.
Dahlia chuckles darkly. My dear, pardon my disrespect. You have done well for yourself. You're a survivor, and you've taught yourself our language. You've triumphed over your impediments. impediments. And for Daddy, you have my urgent admiration. She's already blushing. Okay. I mean, I know it's a short visual novel, so I guess they gotta keep the pacing, but, the goblin's momentarily stunned by Dahlia's words.
I'm Inya. Zania. You are Zania. I'm Inya. Zania! You're Zania! Inya's a cute name, but it draws too many unfortunate comparisons.
This is gonna be some sort of relationship, alright?
But it may be as you wish. I am Dahlia. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Inya blinks, processing the fact that Dahlia somehow knew her birth name. The realization hits her. Oh, wait, Dahlia actually, that's her actual name?
Oh! You figured out my goblin name in your magic.
Oh, they're speaking different language? Oh, whatever.
I wish you wouldn't do things like that. I like Inya. It sounds so much more refined.
Inya pouts, to Dahlia's muted amusement.
It shan't happen again, my little morsel.
Okay.
I have divined all I need to know about you, and I find you starkly unique and simply fascinating.
I mean, it's not like the other relationships in this game is better. So, like, I mean, one's a human trying to flirt with a like a demon. Another is a golem flirting with a warrior. It's a game, alright.
You do?
I do. Oh, they're getting married already.
It's a little creepy when you call people things like morsel. Just call me Inya.
Dahlia frowns.
You would begrudge an artful turn of phrase? Very well, my Inya.
My Inya, okay, look at that. They're already,
It seems my quarry in this dreadful hole has eluded me. I must retire to my lair. Perhaps you would accompany me? Things are moving a little fast, don't you think?
We only just met. It's, Inya, this is a good call.
You're lonely. You've been seeking a human friend for 14 years since your cruel abandonment by your tribe.
Like, are they all human? Am I all... I guess it's always a human and another creature, I guess. I guess witches count as humans in this. I mean, it depends, right? Some fantasy worlds might consider witch their own breed, and some might just, like, you know, like normal, right? Harry Potter, right? Witches are still humans. Or are they? And then you have other stuff, like... I'm trying to think of a good example. I have not read much fantasy in a while, so... Shrek! Shrek is my example. I think witches are a different breed in Shrek, especially Shrek 4, right? Shrek 4 is like... Okay, the point is...
You're lonely. You've been seeking a human friend for 14 years since your cruel abandonment by your tribe. I'm offering you a home and a human companion. I'm the answer to your deepest desires. I know everything about you, my Inya, and I found you worthy and fascinating.
Inya blushes a deep red and nearly faints. Meekly, she replies.
That's a lot to think over, man. I suppose you're right, though. You seem like you're always right. Yes, my dear, I am. You may ask your questions on the way. The front door will do. You're coming with me, if that's your wish.
That's what anything Dahlia says. Her suggestions are almost always demands.
Ask any questions, but last time on our way, like you said. Looks like you're right again, Miss D.
Dahlia smiles affirmingly. So we are playing Matchmaker really quickly. Getting her by the hand, Dahlia leads Inya out of the crypt. En route to Dahlia's lair, Inya incessantly prattled on about each and everything that whispered her mind, and Dahlia patiently obliged her. In truth, Dahlia saw a bit of herself in the goblin, and more importantly had plans for her. Plans take time to cultivate, and Dahlia was nothing if not patient. To be continued. Credits. Oh, okay, that's the prologue. I guess that's one ending. Alright. Not bad. I'll try different. I'll see if there's different routes. I have to go right now, but I'm gonna see if there's different routes. That was pretty entertaining. Nice little game. Okay, I could definitely see this being a full-fledged game. I do like. I think the idea is cool. Like trying to have like playing as three different characters and having them all do routes at the same time. Like that's pretty cool. And like how you might interfere with one and all that stuff. You can try different combinations. Pretty cool. Right, because in a normal dating sim, if you have like 6 characters, one of them is you, obviously, so you'll have 5 different routes. You can go with either of those 5 characters. But since there's 3 characters on one side and 3 characters on the other side, you could have 9 different couples instead of just 5 you might have in the other way, right? So it's pretty cool. right? If you have if you have 6 characters and three characters that you play as and 3 other characters, yeah, you can have like 9 different possible couples compared to the 5 different couples you could have had with the normal the way you do it. All right, this is pretty cool. All right. Yeah, I'll go try the different routes. I'll see how that goes. If there really are different routes in this, I think you can try. I think there's couple more different routes. Like, what if I slaughter the demon, right? What would happen? Maybe it would go. Maybe that character would go after someone else. It's like I like this idea. It's a pretty cool idea. Yeah, I think it deserves a little more recognition. This game. It's not that well known. Nova by Kevin MacLeod. All right, so yeah, okay, these are all Kevin MacLeod music. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Alright, so now I know this game, at least I know that this video is not going to get copyrighted claim because it's Kevin MacLeod. Some games, they do have copyright claims whenever you upload a video featuring that music. Like, I remember having issues with that when I uploaded Clannad. I like several different copyright claims by the developers, and I'm like, okay. So yeah, when you guys make this a full-fledged game, please make sure your music does not do copyright claims on YouTube videos, because then that's kind of annoying to deal with when you're trying to do Let's Plays of these games, alright? And I think Let's Plays of these games will be very interesting to see. It'll encourage, more people to, do Let's Plays of it and show the game to other people, right? But yeah, is the credits over? Doesn't look like there's anything else. Enter? I guess I have to enter. Dahlia's theme. Oh, there are a few themes they made themselves. That's nice. Oh, it's like doing one at a time. So they first do like all the credits for Kevin MacLeod, write all the songs he did, and then the next one. Okay, that makes sense. That's nice. Okay. Well, yeah, we're gonna go through the credits, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. I guess there was really only one moment of silence, so I don't know why I complained about that. I should have let the game play it in itself before saying anything about that. The music was, of course, I want you guys to have more original music when you guys do the full release of this game. Yeah, it'll be nice. I don't know what else. Obviously, I think some of the background art was AI, so make sure you have it. Of course, you guys already know that. I don't know what else to do story-wise. I do like the idea. Definitely, I think it'll be really interesting to see how the routes could conflict with each other. So I would like to see more of that, like in Chapter 1 or 2. Like, yeah, if it's a route game, I guess it would have to be a full release. Thank you for playing. If you like our game, stay tuned for Chapter 1. If you would like to collaborate with us on future projects, including a continuation of this visual novel, scan the QR code and feel free to join our community at glassumbrella.io. Alright, let's get the QR code, so that way if you guys want to, if you guys have skills like voice acting or music and you guys want to, join a video game project, here it is. Here's the QR code, scan it guys. I'm sure they would like to see what you guys have. Alright, maybe I'll do this. I'm joking, I'm like 16 years old, but when I'm 18, maybe when I'm 18, okay. But the point is, I forgot. No, I like the idea. I want to see how the routes conflict with each other. I think this is a really cool idea. The idea of having these playing as 3 different characters all at once. So yeah, I want to see. It'll be really interesting, in my opinion. Well, yeah, I'll be back. I'll try different routes now. Okay, I'll be back. Alright, let's go try a different route. Thank you for playing our game. Please direct. Okay, nice. Alright, let's do this. Okay, we can skip the. That's nice to have the skip feature, right? Let's go. Let's go remain aloof. Oh yes, the vagrant. Yes, the vagrant. I'd rather stay. I have a few scars from dealings with the magically inclined and rather not add another. A certain magic fades through the air, as if Julie's pronouncement. I guess we can skip the part we already talked about. I'll be 6 feet in the dirt. Maybe. What? I reflect on my words. Okay. If I'm roughly where you expected, the same place where you began. What could that old timer have meant by demon's wiles? Maybe just an old way of speaking. But that's not Tari. I'll be 6 feet in the dirt if I ever deal with another magician after this job, if there's a next job. 100 is about what I need to bother with another of these tricksters, and I have a nasty feeling it isn't the last of them on this journey. It's a pity he didn't give me an advance. I could pawn off this blade and shield and be 2 weeks distant from that creep. 100 crowns is worth effort, if it doesn't kill me. So I guess this guy's a lot more negative about magicians if, yeah. Julian undergoes a day-long travel through the city into the outskirts if we decide to remain aloof. Primarily, Julian spent the time reflecting on his mission and the Archduke, and speculated on what was to come. These days, he didn't get much comfort in anything, and his journey was no expectation. He wasted no time attending to the dubious duty he took as his yoke, all in the promise of gold. The Archduke's contact led Julian to a crypt on the outskirts. Along the way, he heard rumors of locals being harassed and mourning their dead, statues and monuments in the crypts being toppled, and unsettling. Okay, I think we can skip this part too, right? Until we enter the crypt. Okay, I think we can still skip this stuff. I'll just leave the torch. I'll be fine. You leave the torch behind! A service entrance to a cramped dark tunnel lies to the left. A stone passage, okay. We're just gonna go head deeper into the crypt. You go forward. Hopefully we don't die. The rooms are shrouded in oppressive darkness, likely the work of this demon. It's so dark. Something here is wrong. It's too dark. We died, guys! Or did we? No, we died. In the total darkness of the crypt, Julian slayed by the lurking spawn of the Demon of Shadow. This story, however, is far from over. Perchance, even Julian still has a role to play. The Night Watchman's body drops with a thump. Okay, Dahlia's arrival. So right, because you never touch that crypt, that means you don't get the golem. You know, I think this idea is really cool. Having like playing as different characters at the same time, which can be affected by the other characters you're playing as. Like, I really like this route. I think they should go all the way in. I think you should go all the way in if you guys made this a full game. With that idea of having playing as different characters and how they can affect each other. It might be a lot of work because like it's one thing to have like 5 different routes that are like completely independent of each other, right? You start going on one route and you just complete that route, right? You have those 5 different routes or something. It's one thing to do that, and it's one thing to have like all these different combinations and how they can affect each other, right? So yeah, but I do think it'll be a really interesting game if you guys manage to do that. Also, with Dancing with Shadows Prologue, I know that the icon of the game has 3 like on my whoopsies, I was messing with the aspect ratio when trying to look at the game icon. Okay, the point was that yeah, this game didn't when I looked at the icon of the game, right? I know when I download the game it shows the 3 hearts, but when I'm looking at the eye and all that stuff, it doesn't give off the romance visual novel vibe. It gives off like more of a fantasy. I mean, this is a fantasy, but it gives us more like a dark fantasy visual novel instead of like a just a romance visual novel. So I think you should go all the way. I think it could be really funny. I think it could be a really good mixture of like romance and comedy. So yeah, I think you guys can all go all the way in with this idea. Yeah, it'll be really cool to see. Because I don't think when I was searching up games where you play as multiple like romance visual dating sims where you play when I was searching up dating sims where you play as multiple characters, it thought I was searching up dating sims where you can date multiple characters. So I don't think this idea has really been done yet, as Google didn't understand what I meant by that. So yeah, I think this could be really cool. But yeah, the Nightman's So we're done presaging Dahlia's arrival. Let's see if we can. Ancient, crumbling boards practically hang from the nails they were fixed too many decades ago. Even so, they do the trick. The way is blocked. A trifle. A deadly gesture. Modern necromancy. The boards wither and crumble before Dahlia's eyes, collapsing in a parched pile at her feet. She proceeds down a narrow tunnel to her first destination. A room full of detritus. A disused artificer's lab, surely, by Dahlia's estimate. Her eyes settle on her prize. My dear sweet thing, I've traveled leagues for you. The golem? Mustering your magical might, the room glows in light with a fell crimson bloom. The dismembered torso of the golem rises in rhythm with a malevolent pulse. And now these two will get together because we went with that route. I like this idea, like all these different combinations. Dahlia gestures sharply, and the golem's stone torso is violently torn asunder, revealing a pristine core, alight with a blue glow. The neutral blue of its light is drowned in Dahlia's sea of crimson. Marvelous! And now for my sweet... Dahlia unclasps her pack, retrieving a silvered bird cage like receptacle for the golem's heart. Using minor telekinesis, she hits the golem's heart, ablaze with raw magic as it is, into the receptacle and shuts it, to which breathes a self-satisfied sigh of contentment and beams. Dahlia has answered her task, returning to the atrium. Dahlia proceeds through the crypt. Her enhanced senses give her warning, a great spawn head and a fresh body. She casts a spell, concealing her presence completely from the mindless undead creatures roaming the crypt. Entering the room, she examines the corpse with a malevolent smirk.
Delightfully fresh, and bearing the stench of transgression.
The witch inhales deeply, stifling a chortle.
Awash with blood, heavy with guilt, it isn't often I can reanimate a vampire. Oh, a vampire?
Dahlia takes a moment to clear her head and muster her might. She casts a powerful axe, utilizing the latent remnants of the guilt Julian's soul possessed. Willing the weight of his guilt to the blood remaining in his body, her spell concludes. A stirring digit, a trembling limb. Julian's eyes go wide. Alright.
You may move when I permit. Nicolai Sanchez, presume? That doddering old fool.
Yes.
Responsive to commands. I may keep you.
Dahlia's mollusk softens, and a small wicked smile graces her black lips. So now who is she gonna go with?
Your new existence will be confusing, but you may take my lead. Call me Dahlia. Provide me with your name, if you please.
To which his politeness belied the bidding of a magical pact, binding her now to Julian. She did not offer a polite suggestion. She issued a command. Julian coughs, nearly vomiting, spurring out the remaining blood in his esophagus and lungs. Rising to his feet, he marveled at his healed wounds. Okay. Newfound vitality, and ability to see in the overbearing, oppressive darkness of the crypt. Yet, a gnawing, unfamiliar hunger brewed in his gut. Mingled with dread, he did as he was bidden by Dahlia. Julian. Grimwald.
Yet the look of a town guard, Mr. Grimwald, our mercenary. Oh, please tell me you were a druid. That would truly tickle me.
Still recovering from his ordeal, Julian stammers out a response. I guess druids and witches are like opposing each other in this world. A mercenary.
I see. Await me outside. I shan't be long now. You may go.
Julian's limb carried him to the entrance of the crypt, bidden by Dahlia's command. Dahlia delves into the depths of the crypt with supernatural speed. Silently, she lands in the depths of the place, overlooking a pit transecting the center of the room. The pit is filled with decaying remains of the less fortunate, a particularly putrid soup of sorts. The shadows dance, indicating the presence of a demon of shadow. Dahlia grins and sharply gestures.
You're mine. Did you think you could hide from me, my sweet? A demonologist? No, I suppose I couldn't.
She's a demonologist? Wow.
You're quite incompetent, aren't you? Spare me the pillow talk.
Pillow talk?
The King's Circle binds you, demon.
You're mine to command. Are we playing a reverse harem here?
As you wish.
Or a harem. Bisexual harem here.
You,
as you wish.
You seem to know what you're doing. A woman would experience. How endearing.
The demoness's flirtation briefly catches Dahlia off guard. She narrows her eyes, focusing her magical senses to probe the fiend's mind. Why does she look almost the same to Dahlia as she did to Julian? Doesn't her look change? Doesn't her appearance change based on their desires? Maybe Dahlia and Julian are really similar.
Right this way, Odysseus. You may refer to me as Dahlia.
So it shall be. Or maybe she was lying. Maybe the demon was lying just as a way to get them further seduced. Be like, this is your deepest desires inside. So maybe she can't actually change the guise, but her saying that line is just part of her seduction technique. Regaining her composure, Odysseus politely courtesies to their wish. The trio departed the crypt. A witch, a demon, and a newly awakened vampire. Dahlia's designs for them are yet unclear, but the hands of the malevolent are rarely still. To be continued. Alright, we can go through the credits again because we already checked that out. But yeah, that was a cool ending. Okay, let's go try one more. Okay, let's go start this and thingy for yep. This time what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go see what happens if I slaughter the demon. First, I'm gonna go take the hospitality. Okay. Decline. Julian's reply is quick. with a hint of Julian's replaced quick with a hint of tension. I'd rather keep my wits about me. You have a job for me, right? How, how important of me. Archdude lets out a soft chuckle. I guess shouldn't be kept waiting. Archdude hands Julian a scroll bound with wax seal, casting him in askance luck. There's a demon infesting the local crypt. Okay. We're just gonna skip through the drink. Okay. I guess that drink really didn't matter much. It was just for extra dialogue. Okay, let's go. Skip ahead. I'm just gonna... What if I slaughter the demon? First, I'm gonna pick up the torch. Okay, that's very important. I'm just gonna go right away to the right, and pick up the golem, and then I'll go, yeah. Dismantle it. Search rubble. Touch symbol. And now let's go. Let's try the left again. Cut the bolts and abandon the contract. I've had enough of this nonsense. I'm not about to die in a haunted crypt. The situation might be funny under other circumstances. Circumstances I'm not in. It's time to get the hell out of here, and quick. I'll be damned twice if I end up dead doing the bidding of an out-of-touch old fart. You're the one who took the assignment. Okay. Julian makes quick work of the bolts. The way to the sewers is clear, even though the hydraulic lock to the crypt holds fast. There's a way out yet, even if it's a dismal path. What's that? Oh, this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna flirt with the goblin now. See, I like this. The lurking creature speaks with a scratchy but distinctly feminine voice.
Heya! I've been watching you.
You what? What the hell are you?
I'm a goblin. You've heard of goblins, right? Or scary sewer-dwelling boogeyman who steal babies or something. Who are you?
Julian hesitates. Eyeing the goblins. I thought you were gonna say certain body parts. Eyeing the goblin's blowgun. Poison darts, no doubt. You quickly realized you needed to handle the situation with care. That really isn't important, and it certainly isn't your business. Who said you're the one asking questions?
Why not? You're really defensive, aren't you? I thought you'd be more exciting. Are you really that afraid of me?
Let's go talk. Let's go flirt with her. I can't believe I'm doing this. Julian exhales an annoyed sigh and sheaths his blade. No, I'm not afraid of you, but I am confused.
Haven't you heard there's a demon nearby in this very crypt? You sure about what you were talking? Did something happen to you?
Yeah, I guess a lot has.
That's what I thought. Something happened to you to make you like this.
You're not afraid of the demon?
The farmers talk about it and seem really afraid. I don't know what it is, really. And the farmers are afraid of a lot of things.
The goblin shrugs her shoulders and smiles. She seems friendly, and not at all worldly, or at least not educated. You should be afraid of it. Demons are dangerous.
Another one? Did the demon steal your baby or something?
Don't joke about that. You'll be surprised.
No human invented tall tale, rumor, fancy, or gossip would surprise me. I'm a fresh eavesdropper. But that is why I'm here. I wanted to see if there's any substance to the rumors. Some tales have truth to them and some don't. The bars have disappeared, but now they're not. Thanks to you, Mr. Human Guy. What's your name?
Julian. Julian Grimwald. I really need to stop being so impulsive. You're not a magician or a magician's familiar, right?
Oh no! I'm not familiar with them, but I'd like to be. I haven't even met one, but the farmers are afraid of them too, like you. Their tales are about magicians, or a little different, like the magicians cursed the crops, or made someone's baby be born under an ill omen, but no kidnapping.
Why are you so interested in humans? How did he even learn our language?
Well...
The goblin frowns for the first time.
I really don't like talking about this. Do you really want to know?
Sure.
Okay, but I'd rather not say.
Julian sighs and looks over his shoulder.
I'll spot anything coming, just like I spotted you. We goblins can see in the dark.
I see. And yes, I really want to know. She continues on, frowning and obviously just a bit uncomfortable. At the same time, she seems desperate for social contract. Most likely doesn't have much experience socializing.
When I was young, a bit too young, I was exiled from my tribe on account of my difference.
The goblin gestures at herself, presumably indicating the ivory color of her skin, her pink eyes and white hair. Ooh, it'll be so funny. Oh my goodness. If you guys make this into a full game, how you can make one of the main characters fail a route or something. It'll be, yeah, it could be. Like I said, like this idea of having like these different main characters mess each other's route or affect each other's routes. I like it. It's pretty cool. The goblin gestured herself, presumably indicating the ivory skin color of her skin, her pink eyes and white hair.
It's isolating, living alone, but I got really good at it. My blowgun makes hunting easy. Just aim and shoot.
The goblin demonstrates, pointing the barrel of the blowgun at Julian. She takes a quiet, deep inhale, mimes the action, exhaling through the tube. I'm starting to reconsider this course of action. She seems friendly enough, at least, if a bit unhinged.
You find what I eat gross, but it's not gross for goblins. Well, I made a bit of life for myself up here, down here, wherever here is at the moment. I'm really familiar with the sewers, because listening to the same rumors and legends get pretty boring. I keep myself safe with my blowgun, and I pretty much never get lost. As for my tribe, you don't need to worry about them. They live much further down.
The silence seems to eat at her, irrespective of the fact that it was quite a bit of information for Julian to process. She gives him a plaintive expression, almost comically. Whoa, it's okay. It sounds like you've done well, considering your situation. You're alive, right? And you taught yourself how to speak our language.
For all the good that does me, and trust me, I've tried to have a conversation or two with humans like you, and it never goes well. Until now, at least. You wouldn't believe how little humans look down. They always go running when I try to get their attention.
It's like you said, something happened to me. I must not be of my right mind. Julian cracks a small joke, letting the goblin in on the joke. She returns a smile, a bit more slowly. I don't like that smile though. It sounds lonely, living all by yourself in the sewers. What is your name anyway? I'm sure these guys are used to like dating monsters.
It's not anyway, it's Inya.
Julian cocks an eyebrow and waits for the punchline that never comes.
Okay, Inya what? I never thought of it like that. Hey!
The goblin seems genuinely perplexed by the realization her name can be made into a joke.
I like Inya. It sounds so much nicer and more refined than my goblin name. And don't even ask. I'm not telling you.
Okay, Inya it is.
Yes, that's what I am.
Julian deliberately nods, affirming her agreement to call Inya Inya. Inya, do you know how I might get to the city?
Yeah, it's above you. Are you dumb?
I'm starting to feel that way, I confess. Can you lead me there, to the streets?
Oh, sure, we can go together.
Thank you. Julian, led by Inya, made her way to the streets, silently indicating the direction of a culvert. Inya hurriedly catches up to Julian and tugs on his arm to get his attention. She looks oddly emotional and introspective.
I can see you again, right? We're friends?
Yes, Inya. You've been a friend to me. I might have died back there without your help. I'm going to have to lay low for a while because of, well, I'd better not say.
Uh-oh, you messed up big time?
Yeah, you could say that. But we got to meet each other because I did, so it could be worse. Oh, look at Julian doing his pickup lines.
Yeah, a lot worse. You could be dead and I could be friendless.
We certainly have a way of viewing the world.
It's like I said, with or without the dark. Thanks for being my friend, Julian. We should set up a signal or something, like a flare.
I could just come back here in 3 days at nightfall.
Can we make it 2 hours after nightfall? That's the best hunting, at dusk.
Sure. I'll see you then, Inya. The goblin giggles.
Yeah, you will. I'll see you first, though.
The newly acquainted pair part, for now. Inya back at the sewers, and Julian to an uncertain fate in an unfriendly world.
Sensation!
A torch. Okay, let's go skip this part. Pull myself together, I guess. Leave it. Express
rage! None may thread into my creator's sanctum. This interlope will be located and exterminated.
The golem retraces Julian's steps to the crypt's atrium. It studies surroundings. A sealed door to its left, unfamiliar stonework leading to an access tunnel of some kind dead ahead, and a path deeper into the crypt to its right.
It's not clear to this one. A considerable amount of time has passed in this one's reverie. I must press on.
To the right.
I must be thorough. The crypt must be searched for evidence of this one's creator whereabouts.
The golem proceeds into the main vestibule. A massive subterranean corridor. Sarcophagi line each side of the room.
I must neutralize these threats.
Skill recall binding flash. The golem emits a blinding pulse of radiance. The right spawn dissipate. Oops. Okay.
The threats are neutralized. I proceed.
These living shadows are weird. I don't know I don't know what these mean. I mean, it's like what does eludicate mean? What does eludicate mean? I'm gonna search that up right now. Does that mean fuck? The creator of these creatures may fuck the fate of my oh, may decide, right? I don't know, I forgot the fate part. I was thinking, oh, what if there's a love triangle going on that Golem creates? What does elucidate mean? Elucidate means explain the fate of my creator. Okay. What does aberrations mean? Aberrations. Definition. That is. Wait for it to load. A departure. What is typically known as a departure of what is normal and expected. Okay, I'm just gonna go meet the creator of the creatures.
This one's purpose remains unclear. The creator of these creatures may elucidate the fate of my creator. This one lacks a purpose. A flame casts shadows, and this one shall seek truth within the flame.
But did I give Golem the goblin voice? Purpose elucidated. The golem proceeds through the crypt and glides down the vertical shaft into the peasant's graves. A narrow walkway encircles an open pit full of decomposing bodies of the less fortunate. Tenebrous shapes skirt the edge of the golem's vision. From the opposing side of the pit, it manifests.
Fascinating, an arcane anomaly.
I guess everyone's into it. Yeah, this really is a seduction technique. This gives the golem pause. It resolves to show the enemy of its enemy respect.
I seek my creator!
That's not the voice I gave him before. The demoness wickedly quirks an eyebrow. Her lips curl into a mischievous smile.
Oh yes, very good. And what are you? Who intrudes into my lair? What is my name?
Julian.
I shall be Julian. I am Julian.
I thought it was gonna get something special.
I see. And what are you, Julian? You look lost, like a fly wandering into a web. But you are...
I actually want to do this differently. Demoness. Demoness.
Haha! I shall be Demoness. I am Demoness. I see. And what are you, Demoness? You look lost.
I guess we're not gonna get no Easter egg. Okay.
Like a fly wandering into a web. But you are most certainly not harmless like a fly. You destroyed my spawn trivially, and I shan't begrudge such an indulgence. Most certainly not when opportunity presents itself so earnestly. You may know me as a Desi.
Ooh, a Desi flows down to where the demoness... Oh, wait. Oh, a Desi. Easter egg?
I shall be Desi. I am a Desi.
I see. What are you, Desi? You look lost. What? Okay, never mind. You may know me as a Desi. A Desi floats down to where the Desi stands. A Desi floats down to where the Desi stands and grazes its unfeeling stone jaw with her bladed, beshadowed fingernail. I should search up how to pronounce these names, but I'm too lazy. A Desi contemplates her inquiry.
What am I? What I was once is of little consequence. Memories are no more. I am female. This was creature sculpted this one to serve as its counterpart in complement. I am female. I am as I choose. I determined that I am female. Ah, of course. I have a proposition for you, Desi. My business here is concluded, and you've caught my eye. I believe you can aid one another. Accompany me out of this crypt. I am marked by enemies of my kind, and many would seek your destruction for simply being who you are. We find ourselves alike. I can assist you in finding your creator. You can assist me in ensuring my safety. We both simply strive for survival, do we not?
Desi considers the Desi's proposal. A loneliness tugs from deep within. Was it Desi altogether candid? Or did she take note of Desi's latent yearning? The creator's absence felt deeply. Could she fill that void? Did she intend to help Desi find a creator earnestly?
I accept your correct accord. We shall assist one another. Marvelous. First, let us escape this domain of death. Accompany me.
A Desi and a Desi leave the crypt, accompanying each other, an unsteady accord, cementing their tenuous bond. A Desi surely had foes to contend with, foes who placed a mark on her head. A Desi sought her creator. For now, the agreement was mutual. The future may have other plans. It remains to be seen. You do know which Desi I was talking about, right? When I was saying all that? I think it's obvious. The Night Watchman's body drops to the thumb, presaging. Okay. Let's see how this... Dahlia delves into the depths of the crypt at a supernatural speed. Silently, she lands in the depths of the place, overlooking a bit, transecting the center of the room. The pit is filled with the decaying remains of the less fortunate, a particularly putrid soup of sorts. I'm too late! Indeed, the absence of animate shadows indicates the witch's estimation is correct. Dahlia is disappointed, but just for mere moments. A sturdy figure rappels down the ladder, leading to the depths of the crypt. The warrior shoes a complete set of armor for the bearer's essentials, accompanied by green and brown letters. Yeah, this is the person you met, right? And actually, you notice how we changed it? So we went from the goblin being the witches to the goblin being Julians. We went from the demoness being Julians to the demoness being the golems. And now we went from this warrior from being the golems to this warrior being the witches. Look at this. The narrator's shoes a complete set of armor for the bearer's essentials, accompanied by green and brown traveler's letters. Their long boots are characteristic of the locality. The barbed metal staff, wielded by the warrior, and the iron mask strike Dahlia as distinct but mysterious in origin. Whomever this is, they strike an imposing form in the grey-hued darkness of the crypt. Not so fast! The witch gestures dramatically, buckling the warrior's knees. She wails in pain, dry heaving as the intense pain topples her. The pain shall pass. You should know better than to barrel into rooms like that. You'll upset people. Perhaps honey would be a better approach? Dahlia, continuing the momentum established with her sorcery, gestures of charm and a mental probe.
Tessana, a beautiful name for a beautiful woman. It's a pity you hide your beauty behind a mask of iron, and the beauty of your name behind a base Elias like Tess. The world should behold the beauty you possess, my Tess, and tremble.
Dahlia's slight, sardonic bite seems to fall on deaf ears, to her slight displeasure.
Druidic words may protect against demonic magic, but not all of mine. Demonology, necromancy, thaumaturgy, conjuration, enchantment. I have so many to choose from.
Did you go to witching school? You have these majors, all these... Tess catches her breath, managing not to vomit in her mask. She places a hand on her knee and forces herself to rise, reaching for her weapon. Dahlia mimes a gesture and locks eyes with the larger woman.
I wouldn't. Don't you recall moments ago, my dear? Can we just have a peaceful chat?
Tess grunts, eschewing her weapon, despite her better judgment. Dimly, she screams at herself, realizing on some distant level she's subject to this witch's charm hex. I forgot what your voice was. Oh yeah, it's like a not sticky voice, but little...
We can parlay? Who are you and what do you want? That's better. You may call me Dahlia. My goal appears to be misplaced, but you're interesting. What business do you have in an old dusty tomb, my Tessie? I really don't like being called Tessie, but I'll forgive you. This time. I learned Nikolai is studying mercenaries to handle stray demons. That old fool has really lost the plot.
Oh, his name's Nikolai. The witch grins as her charm bears fruit. The moments of agony so easily forgotten and forgiven.
It would seem our common goal is absent. It's a pity, isn't it?
A pity? Well, it worries me.
Cast aside your doubts. Look into my eyes.
Tess obliges, despite a subconscious realization she is being magically manipulated. As she meets Dahlia's eyes, the witch's charm truly bears fruit, and allows her to leave a lasting imprint in the warden's mind.
You're interesting. I want to see you again. I wanna...
Dahlia's getting attracted. Like, wow, these guys get attracted to each other so quickly.
I will call to you and you will come.
Unarmed. Oh man, Dahlia's getting really into her. Or the witch, I think, does the witch have X-ray vision?
You will next meet him. We will next meet in your dreams.
Oh damn.
What once? I ever so look. Oh damn. I ever so look forward to it.
Did not know Dahlia. I mean, you could already tell Dahlia was like flirting with, trying to invite the elf to her home immediately, and now she's trying to see this woman in her dream. There's a slight alarm is concealed by her mask.
That sounds unlikely, but if you say so.
I do. You're already getting married? Wait 5 minutes in this place, standing still, and then you may leave. It's been fascinating, my dear.
That seems reasonable enough, and you need to escape, and you'd prefer if I wasn't able to trail you.
Precisely. You're quite perceptive. Oh, that turns me on even more. I'll be off then.
Tess does as directed, allowing Dahlia to escape. Frustrated at the fruits of her labor being going unrealized, but tantalized by the mirth tormenting a warden will bring, Dahlia departs. Tess obediently waits 5 minutes, precisely as directed. Both Dahlia and Tess have a feeling they will see each other again, perhaps sooner than expected. To be continued. Alright! So there's one more thing I want to try before we leave it here. I mean, I could try every single ending and all that stuff, but I do want to just try one more thing. This game's for free, guys. Remember, you can try this yourself, okay? But I do want to try one more thing, okay? And the thing I want to try is... Okay, I'm going to accept his hospitality as normal. Okay, we're going to go accept the offer, sure. I want to slay the demoness. Okay, I'm going to go just slay the demoness. No, nothing else. Just slaughter, and that's it. Okay? Actually, I want to try... Actually, I want to wake up the golem too, because if I kill the demoness, who will the golem flirt with, huh? Dismantle. Stir trouble. Touch symbol. Okay, head deeper into the crypt. Beloved family pet. Okay, look around. We're gonna go... What happens if we ignore it? Something is off about this. I should trust my gut. Much is amiss in this tomb, and I had best not tempt the spirits. One monster is enough. You leave the coin and move on. Okay. Continue forward. These memorials are dedicated. Okay. Go down the ladder. The shadows dance here. Fight. You will haunt this place no longer, foul demon. Face me! The demon fires a barrage of needle-like spines, a solid shadow. Block! Well, yeah. Turn-based RPG time. The dark magic spines melt like snow against Julian's blessed shield. The demon gathers enough energy for her next spell, giving Julian an opportunity to strike. Attack! A desperate vicious strike. A fateful strike. A bending caution. Julian hurtles towards his foe. In a confluence of circumstances and power, desperation and need, he executes an overhead swing with his demon-slaying blade. The demoness' self-satisfied expression fades as the blade slices through her skull. Womp womp, you died. There's no blood, but it's gone. You can feel its absence. The deed is done. The demon is vanquished. Strange. There seemed a foul harpy left a trinket among her remains. A soft sulphurous stone, proof of my victory. It's a shame to fell such a striking beauty. It invaded my mind, and seemed to know me. Perplexing and dangerous. What I feel a sense of loss and emptiness, left in the wake of my fallen foe? I'd best put aside these thoughts. I should return promptly to the Archduke, or he will want word of my success. We get the money. Okay.
Sensation, a touch.
A touch. Pull yourself together. You better pull yourself in the moment. Okay. Leave. Let's just proceed. Golem retracts, Julian's okay. We're gonna just press on ahead. And we're gonna go to the right, because that's where the demoness usually is, right? Except she won't be there. Waning daylight intrudes upon this place of rest. The golem contemplates this sequence of events, and is hit with a sudden realization. The interloper has fled. Skill recalled. Moment of prescience. What is my name? Okay, that's like normal stuff. No, actually, I wanna... No, she's just gonna flirt with the... elf. Hold up, I wanna go back. Okay. Can I go back? Okay, wait, can I... I'm trying to go back. Okay, there we go. We got back. Okay, so... let's proceed. I want to try the elf. Let's press on ahead. The footsteps deviate to the left. This gives the golem pause. Reconsider your pursuit and investigate the access tunnel. No, proceed to the interloper. The interloper's footsteps are fresh. Okay. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Whoopsies. Okay. Press on ahead. The footsteps deviate to the left. Okay. Reconsider your pursuit and investigate the access tunnel.
Dispirited and close investigation. The interloper cannot elude this one forever. This one does not sleep. This one does not eat. This one shall pursue this one's quarry tirelessly.
The way is blocked by iron bars. The golem pauses, reflecting on the obstacle. Skill recalled. Surge of strength. Mere iron cannot stop the golem. It snaps the bars like insignificant twigs.
Whoa, hey, don't hurt me.
A tiny form, compared to the golem, stirs in the darkness. Moment of eye shine, and a scant light betray her position to the golem. This development gives the golem pause. It reflects on this development.
This creature presents me no threat. It appears to carry a blowgun, which fires darts traditionally, bring poisons harmful to organic creatures. Flesh I am not. Threatened I am not. Flesh I am not. Threatened I am not. Yes. Wait. I need to get a more screechy voice because now I'm gonna have to compare them. Now I'm gonna have to do both of their voices too. Okay. Flesh I am not. Threatened I am not. This unknown creature poses no threat to this one. You pose no threat to this one. You shall not be harmed if you remain pacified. Huh? Why are you talking like that? Who is that one? I am this one. Never talks like that. But you're really strong. That's so cool. What's your name? What is my name? Inya. I shall be Inya. I am Inya. Okay, Inya, what are you? I've never seen anything like you. You're so cool. I do not experience temperature as an organic creature, such as yourself does. If I'm too hot, I don't attract women. But if I'm too cold, I attract. If I'm too hot, I melt. But if I'm too cold, I can no longer move. There's no discomfort. Yeah, okay. I don't know why any of that matters, but you seem nice. I'm Inya. Understand, Inya. You know the fate of my creator or the interloper?
Inya laughs, caught off guard. She seems to find delight in verbally prodding this anomaly.
I don't know what any of that means. Are you a boy or a girl, Inya? What am I? What I was once is of little consequence. Memories are no more. I am something else. This one is this one. I'm neither male or female. This identity is this one's. Flesh I'm not. Mortal I'm not. I have been created for a purpose. This purpose is undefined. This purpose must be defined. I'm non-binary! I'm as I choose. Inya glances at Inya quizzically in its moment of introspection. I'm sorry, I guess you probably don't work like us? I concluded I'm something else. You see, he's let him think about his gender, okay? You take a while to think. Sometimes I do that too. What are you doing down here anyway? Where did you come from? Pyramid is unclear. My purpose is to find an interloper in my creator. Oh yeah, you know that Google Sheets that conservatives have, where they list all woke games and like games that are not woke. Like they rate every single they put every single game as woke or not woke. Like they have like Ace Attorney as like slightly woke because apparently it's like it has subtle LGBTQ messaging, and I'm like, if you just say that out of context to any Ace Attorney fan, you're basically admitting that Norman is a canon ship then, and which is only like hurting your case. Like so you're basically admitting that a gay ship is canon, and that's what I think in my head. And then apparently it's like one character in the series that later on whatever. That's what they said for Phoenix Wright trilogy. It's apparently slightly woke because it's subtle LGBTQ messaging. I think that's just so funny because it's kind of ironic that it's a conservative that's calling its attorney like pro LGBTQ. Anyways, the point is. What was I saying? Oh yeah, this game. We gotta put this game in the woke list. We gotta tell everyone that this game's woke. Conservatives deserve to know. If they ever find this game, they should know that this game is woke and that they might not enjoy it. Of course, not all conservatives are like that. It's only like a few extreme gaming conservatives. Like a lot of conservatives enjoy Ace Attorney. A lot of conservatives enjoy the other woke games like Undertale, which is very woke, I believe. But yeah, it just thinking that Google Sheet's pretty funny. Okay, I mean, of course, it's not like 50% of the population it refuses to play games like these because it's woke. We have those people. And I think the Google Sheets is funny. There's a woke or not quiz. Is a game woke or not? I tried my Steam library. Tropical games are apparently not woke, but I did not check out what happens if I do Uma Musume. What happens if... Oh no, I gotta try to... Okay. I'm gonna go to Google Sheets. It might not be there. Hold up. If I go to the Google Sheets for woke or not... Hold up, I'll be back. This is very important. Okay, I'm on the woke ranking from the woke content detector Steam group. And I searched up Uma Musume. It's not there! They didn't even bother adding that. What about Battle Cats? What about Battle Cats, huh? No, guys. I mean, Battle Cats is not on Steam anyways, so I guess it makes sense. But Uma Musume is iconic. Okay, what about Bloody Hell? That was an indie game that was, okay, I guess that makes sense. But what about Clannad? No VNs? Doki Doki Literature Club. Okay, let's see. Doki Doki Literature Club contains subtly pro-LGBTQ plus messaging. They're shipping the character, they're shipping the Dokis. Here, oh, despite not... Okay, we're gonna, giving Doki Doki Literature Club spoilers again, am I? Of course. Okay, guys, gonna have to censor the spoiler. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back though. Let's get off the bit. I just wanted to have a bit because I don't think I barely made any jokes throughout this entire video, and you know it's still a comedy gaming channel, so I gotta have some sort of bit. It will be easier if I have somebody to do these videos with, but it's just me and this game and the computer. I mean, whatever. The point is, we're here. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not the best at jokes. I'm not a comedic genius. Pyramid is unclear. My purpose is to find an interloper in my creature. Oh wait, that's the male. Okay, blue one is goblin. Okay, pink. Someone made you, and the interloper did something bad. And you appear genuinely puzzled. I guess I did something bad. Correct. She nods along, appearing perplexed for just a moment. We're both a free outcast, right? Maybe we can be friends? Inya takes a long time to consider this possibility. It knew what friendship it is in abstract, but never considered a possibility it could have a friend. No! There's no purpose in affecting friendship. I'm stoning your flesh. Okay, I'm joking. We're gonna accept. I found these terms acceptable. We're not gonna be trying every single route in this game. Okay, I'm too lazy, but okay. Okay, there's a lot of different dialogue. Okay, but I think this is the main idea. The only one I left after this I want to try might be to slay
the goblin, and the demoness. I want to try what happens with that. Inia appears positively delighted to have a new, giant, powerful sidekick. Yay, okay, there's something I've always wanted to do. Since we're friends, maybe you can help me. See the request, creature of flesh. I was getting to that. So, for a while now, I wanted to make a human friend. We could all be friends. They're afraid of me, and every time we've tried, well, it hasn't gone well. If I'm riding on your shoulders, they'd have to at least hear me out, right? No more rocks, no more bows pointing at me. If it could work. Your plan's ill-conceived, creature of flesh. However, as your friend, I shall humor it. I'm okay, thanks I guess. Do you have a better idea? I do not. So you agree then. Great. I'll let you to the surface and then we can, I don't know, we can figure it out. I profess my complaints, friend. We shall proceed. Inia nods, contextually learning new vocabulary words from Inia as they speak. She appears to be genuinely hopeful and excited for this new adventure. The pair leave immediately, heading through the sewers to the city as they prepare to execute Inia's ill-conceived scheme. Wow, look at these matching names. Okay, this is a real couple. Real couples have matching first names and last names. Okay. I guess the witch found her in the end. I don't think it really would matter if I slated I'm thinking. If I slate a goblin and then the goblin tries to leave through that room, then the goblin might not have any route, and then okay, then only the witch will have something. Okay, I want to try that. One last ending. I want to try one last ending. Okay. Here, accept the offer. Drink. Enter the crypt. Pick up the torch. First, I want to slaughter the goblin, but if I slaughter the goblin, and he's just gonna go with one woman, and then she's gonna go with the other woman, which she already tried. I guess there isn't a way to change that. First, let's go to the right. Okay. Dismantle barricade. Search the rubble. Touch the symbol. I'm trying to think if there's any other routes I can try out. Ignore it. Turn back. I need to get my bearings. I'm not sure I'm ready for all this just yet. I need to be absolutely sure before I hunt down this creature. Head deeper again. You go forward. Okay, just continue forward at this point. I don't think slaying the demons, the goblin's gonna do anything else. Return to the atrium. You return to the atrium. Where will you go? Fine, I'll go all the way in. I'll stop being afraid. Continue forward. Go down the ladder. Okay. Question the demoness. You divine my name. Fight the demoness. Drawing your blade, you steal yourself a battle. Dart should caution me against the lives of your battle. You're a afraid monster and I'm no fool. If you have an ounce of honor, face me. What happens this time? The demoness, okay. Perhaps you would best be served reflecting, okay. I guess you need the coin in order to keep talking to her. I guess you have to, drawing your blade, you steal yourself a battle. Dart should caution me against the lies of your afraid monster, I'm no fool. If you have an ounce of honor, face me. I offer you a duel. Your life or mine. Let us settle this now. The demoness fares, okay. I'm gonna attack. Julian's opportunity to strike is lost as the demoness fires another barrage of needle-like spines of stellar shadow. Julian's vision blurs as he bleeds out against the cold stone. Revealed in blood-blurred snapshots as he blinks, unbelievably, he sees a warrior doing battle with a demon of shadow. A few moments of combat pass, and then silence. Ooh! We'll actually meet the other person, finally! I actually unlocked a new route by accident. The room fills with a smell of sweet sulfur, and Julian, losing consciousness, feels a slight stab of pain. Yes! His hero, this masked avenger, crouches down to check his vitals and speaks in a soft, deep female voice. You shouldn't be here. Did Nikolai put you up to this? The warrior sighs, audibly unbuckling the clasps, securing her pack, and withdraws salves, a splint kit, a needle, and a thread. If you can't hear me, I'm going to tend to your wounds. This is going to hurt a lot. You're proving your bravery, soldier. I need you to hang in there just a little bit longer. The warrior sutures Julian's wounds and stops the worst of its bleeding. Time lost meaning to Julian, amidst agony of his countless injuries, and yet somehow he clings to his consciousness. Come on, stay with me. You can't die on me just yet. I've sent here his grace and stopped the bleeding. You're doing great, but we're not out of the woods yet.
I'm going to set your leg. Bite down if you need to. Or you're going to bite through your tongue and suffocate on your own blood. Julian's eyes widen, settling on his broken leg. Snap, like a twig, but a demon is dark magic. Profound, terrifying force. Bleary-eyed, Julian scans the room. There's no trace of the demon, save a suspicious, soft-looking stone where she fell. Likewise, the shadows have stopped moving of their own accord. He looks over to his savior. She shews a complete set of armor for the bearer's essentials, accompanied by green and brown traveler's letters. Her long boots are characteristic of the locality. Her barbed metal staff and iron mask strike Julian's distinct, but racking his brain, he comes up with nothing for their origin. Whomever she is, she's a skilled warrior and healer. The warrior slips a bit made of rubber. The warrior slips a bit made out of hard rubber into Julian's mouth and prepares to set his leg. Stay with me here. 3, 2, 1. An audible crunch disturbs the silence of the chamber as she sets the bone. Aren't you supposed to do 3, 2, and then you just crunch it? So that way, they aren't like, yeah. Okay, whatever. That way it gets done with quicker, whatever. Julian, despite his wounded and half-conscious state, lets out a muffled wail, biting down hard on the bit. We're almost done. Hang in there. You're doing great. The warrior removes his plated leggings and rips his pant leg, using the material to bind the split. I'm going to pick you up. It's going to hurt a bit. You really shouldn't be moved in this condition, but we're not exactly assuming in options. You're in good hands. You can leave as soon as you have recovered. We're going to have some questions for you first. You can call me Tess. I think you're brave, for whatever that's worth. Tess carefully heaves Julian over her shoulders. Julian passes out shortly thereafter. Alright. Sensation, a touch! We're gonna go to the goblin, and we're gonna reject her. I wanna try that. Leave the room. Proceed. We're gonna go press on to the right. Empty. The developer has eluded this one. Pursuit. Thwarted. Indeed, it seems a hydraulic lock, previously sealing Julian in the tomb, reset behind him. The golem found itself snared in a trap, with only one way forward, the service entrance. The way is blocked by iron bars. The golem pauses, reflecting in the outside. What is my name? Okay, we're gonna go reject her. Golem. There we go. I am something else. Refuse. There's no purpose in affecting friendship. I am stone, and you are flesh. India looks genuinely hurt and gravely disappointed. Her optimism was dashed away in an instant. I guess you made up your mind then. Indeed, it is not meant to be creature flesh. We must part ways. Tears well up in the goblin's tiny pink eyes. Okay, I'm leaving then. I don't care what you do. India walks off into the sewers she made her home, almost managing to sound sincere. Her quiet sobbing betrays her true emotions, however. My purpose is undefined. I must not linger. Golem proceeds through the sewer system into the city, ignoring the echoes of the sobbing, heartbroken goblins she as stoically as stone. It knew not what awaited them in this cold world, but it was prepared for it. It knew not what awaited them in this cold world, but it was prepared for it. And now we have the witch. Let's see what happens. Okay. Still goblin dating. What happens if I go with a goblin? So I heard myself, I go with a goblin. Who does she do? Is the demon still there? Let's try that. One more time. Okay. Accept the offer. Enter crypt. I'm gonna take the coin next time because I'm just curious. Okay, let's go. First, we gotta awaken. Security measured by townsfolk, surely. Okay, cool. Pick up the torch. Okay, you're gonna go to the right first. Very important. Dismantle. Search rubble. Touch the symbol. I'm just gonna have fun with the goblin a little bit, huh? This looks like an access tunnel. Cut bolts. And I'm just gonna kill the goblin, seize the opportunity to catch a goblin. I don't really know what I'm looking at, but I don't like it. It's time to get out of here. No witnesses. I'm actually a landed noble, the Baron. I'm here on a mission to investigate rumors of goblins personally, and to give the effort a hands-on approach. I don't know what that is, our party Well, that got dark. Approaching slowly, they're in a conversation. Julian strikes down the goblin with his blade before she can react. Well, that was easy. I feel guilty, but a bit less guilty this go around. I better keep moving, not think about it too hard. Julian indeed made his way through the sewers into the city. It was just as dreadful and stinky as he thought it would be, and in the end, he had nothing to show for his effort.
Alone he remained, with only the stolen goods loaned to him by the archer to keep him company. I'd best lay low for a while. The magician will inevitably send cronies after me if he really did have 100 crowns just to throw around. What did he call these things? A silvered blade and a shield capable of deflecting dark magic? I'll have to keep it ear to the ground for the right buyers. Pull yourself together. Leave. Let's see. Proceed. Go to the right. Or Bridgers.
Your creature is a monster! Intuitively, I know this to be a demon. This one's creator opposed demons. This demon must be destroyed. This one's purpose is clear.
Purpose elucidated. The golem proceeds through the crypt and glides down the vertical shaft into Presence Graves. A narrow walkway encircles an open pit full of decomposing bodies of less fortunate. Tenebrous shapes skirt the edge of the golem's vision, or an opposing side of the pit in manifest.
It is unavoidable. We must do battle.
The demoness hesitates for but a moment, perplexed by the anomalous creature intruding into her domain. She grins an unnaturally wide smile.
If we must, so be it.
Seizing initiative, the golem dashes forward, casting the chamber with a blue glow. The demoness, however, is prepared for this advance. A beshadowed hemisphere, created by the demoness sorcery, separates her from the golem, and swiftly envelops the golem, halting its advance. The golem remains held fast by the demon's sorcery. She grins broadly, triumph.
You're that simple to vanquish me? You're trapped. You're mine for as long as I like. A plaything should I choose. It's unavoidable.
The demoness monologue is cut short by a sturdy figure, rappelling down the ladder, leading to the depths of the crypt.
Oh, a battle! Genocide route! Genocide route!
The warrior issues a complete set of armor, for the bear's essentials, accompanied by green and brown traveler's letters. Their long boots are characteristic of the locality. The barbed metal staff, wielded by the warrior, and the iron mask strike the golem as distinct, but mysterious in origin. Whoever this is, they strike an imposing form in the gray-hued darkness of the crypt. Without uttering a word, a talisman around the warrior's neck emits a bright glow, and they bound forth through the chamber, acrobatically and powerfully vaulting from the lip of the precipice, translating the demoness's eyes widen in shock when presented with this threat. She launches sorcerous bolts of solid darkness toward the charging warrior, to utterly no effort. The warrior's protective talisman trembles and sunders, snapping in twain, joining the human swamp below. Yet, the demoness's efforts were for naught. The warrior's barbed staff cleanly pierces the demoness through the eye with its sickening squelch at the end of her charge. The demoness discorporates, the look of revulsion and shock remaining the last features adorning her perfect face.
And now that they're together, the witch has nobody. Let's go!
A smooth sulfur stone is all that remains of the pristine villainess. The warrior heaves a deep breath, quickly recovering after clutching their chest in pain. They quickly filch up the stone with a handkerchief drawn from their pack. The warrior places the stone with great care into their pack and surveys the room. The golem bears mute testament to the scene. The demoness enveloped shadows wane and reveal the golem's form to be the warrior.
Eh?
A female voice, if low in pitch, accompanied by startled gasp.
What in the world? Who are you? What are you? Can you understand me?
What is my name?
Your name is...
Poop Lord's back, guys. Poop Lord is back. I shall be Poop Lord. What am I? What I was once is of little consequence.
Memories are of no more. We did something else. Okay, let's just do this again.
This one is this one. I'm neither male or female. This one's identity is this one's. Flesh I'm not. Mortal I'm not. I'm a creator for a purpose. This purpose is undefined. This purpose must be defined. I am as I choose. I understand you. I'm Poop Lord. I must be I'm something else.
To save the city, I must become someone else. I must become something else. Dude. Okay, I'm trying. I'm sorry. When he said I'm something else, I was thinking of Arrow immediately, okay? Every time he said I'm like, Arrow! Okay. This pronouncement gives the warrior pause, who deigns not to question this strange behavior, produced by an even stranger creature.
Raiden, I'm Tess, female. I don't know who or what you are, really, and yes, I understand what you just told me. I'm sure you have questions, and so do I. We can get them all answered once we're out of here. I don't want a copyright claim for the melody, cause everyone knows I'm so good at singing on pitch. Okay, whatever. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry I hurted your ears with my me singing on a pitch. I'm sorry, but I don't get. Okay, the point is,
I seek to elucidate the fate of my creator and seek my purpose. You insist in this endeavor. So be it.
Test gave, said Poopard, staring at under utter disbelief. Compose yourself, she replies.
Let's be off then. Out the way we came.
Oh yeah, the Rickroll, I don't care about the Rickroll. Fine. If you guys want the full thing... Okay, fine.
I'm desperate for jokes, because I can't make jokes right now, because I don't know what to joke about. I'm playing the game, I should just be playing the game normally, but I cannot make jokes because I don't know what to do. Yeah, they're gonna go there. Oh, look, Tess and Poopor return with the third unlocked crypt entrance, relatively unscathed. Oh, look, Poopor, haha, my jokes are so good. Their futures are murky, but for now they have the... Oh, murky, just like... exactly, it's disgusting of me. Their futures are murky, but for now they have the dubious company of one another. Okay, what are you gonna do, huh? Flirt at who? Dahlia's search for the crypt was... Oh yes, no flirt, no one to flirt with. Dahlia's search of the crypt was futile. She walks back to the entrance in defeat. What a waste of time. Dreadful. Dahlia sighs deeply and focuses her mind. Her magical senses probe her surroundings and detect the presence of recent creatures. But the trails are fresh. I cannot possibly pursue them all. Who shall it be? It would be a pity for my time to be wasted. Ooh. Who is... Nicolay! Nicolay! Ooh, a new route. The genocide route is going to give us a secret ending. Let's go! Dahlia takes a deep breath and lets out a long, irritated sigh. Nicolay has thwarted me at every turn. His layers are hidden, but not inaccessible. It's long overdue to pay him a friendly visit. I guess you won't see that. Next chapter, I guess. Dahlia left the crypt, returning to her lair to scheme. This was not the first time Nicolay attempted to thwart her, but it was the first time he found success. Dahlia had never been one to forgive or forget. She was planning something, as she always was. She would have the last word, as always. Okay, first let's try another one. Warden. A warden and a traitor to her kind. How unique. The roots of this conspiracy go deep. Perhaps if she were under my thumb, I could root at the core of this sword and collect the novel plaything. 'Tis an array. Few of her kind survive. She shall be the crowning jewel of my collection.
Dahlia resolved to pursue Tezenray, wherever she may flee. Her unique quirks interested Dahlia even more than the lure of an arcane anomaly. Dahlia got what she wanted, always. Okay, that's cool and all, but I want to see... We have arcane anomaly, we have the unusual goblin. Okay, what about my effort? Oh, what happens if she goes after the goblin? It's dead.
An albino, an outcast. She hasn't perished, despite her deformity. Marvelous. It speaks to her ingenuity. I can use that.
Interest piqued at the novelty of this goblin. Dahlia resolved to pursue her. She would handle her with care, for she saw potential, and a bit of herself in what she could divine about the small creature. Dahlia departed to her lair to plan the pursuit and her strategy. Okay, that's cool. With the goblin, the warden, Nicolay, let's try arcane anomaly.
My goal has not changed, despite this unprecedented setback. Foremost, the arcane core is my quarry. I shan't tarry.
Resolved and focused, with a fresh lead, Dahlia decided to pursue the arcane anomaly. She would harvest its arcane core and latent power. It was, after all, the first step in creating a golem of her own. She's gonna pass up just a juicy offer. Just a juicy offer! These cores, or artifacts, and their personalities, are ever so malleable. How could she waste such an enticing opportunity? Be continued. We try that. Mercenary. Nicolay's lap, dog. It would be suitable to wrap around my finger, whether he's willing or not, and use this distasteful attempt to thwart me against that pest. Motivated foremost by spite, Dahlia resolved to pursue the knot Nicolay flung in her direction, successfully disrupting her effort. Dahlia was irritated, and an avid enjoyer of irony. She simply couldn't pass up this opportunity to harass Nicolay with his pawn. If she could make this mercenary a better officer, whether that would be gold or whatever else enticed him. If he proved unyielding, well, Dahlia always had her way. And my efforts are best... This is a waste of time. These fools are beneath me. I shall return to my lair. The fruits of my
Our labor shall be actualized elsewhere.
Failures upset Dahlia, but she was never one to truly rest. She knew it was best to move on to the next project or scheme. She reported to the crib, returning to her reclusive lair.
Alright, we did it, guys. I think this was pretty much all the endings. There might be like one or two
Extra scenes we might have missed, but otherwise that was cool. Yeah, this game also surprised me too, with the way they handled it, with the different protagonists you play as, and how you can affect everything with those 3 different characters you play as. Like I like that. That's pretty cool. It also surprised me as well. Much better than I was expecting. Man, that was good. That was a good game. I like that. Pretty cool idea, and I think they showcased it pretty well. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Let's see. I think the most memorable part of this game really is the idea of playing as these different characters. Like, I don't think the dialogue itself was that memorable, like, between the characters. Like, I mean, it's cool and all, but it's not like... I think the most iconic part definitely is the idea. The concept of, like, messing around with the different routes and getting, like, different endings. The different endings were definitely cool. I really liked that. Alright, that was definitely really cool. There's a lot of choices with the endings, really cool. I would really like to see this be a full game, especially with a focus on the routes and how they can disrupt each other. Right? We got a route with a witch. It has no one, right? That was like maybe that's a true ending. The witch has nobody. I don't know. Pretty cool though. I think we saved a nice genocide ending for the last. That was fun. But yeah, that was cool. Really cool. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. That was a good game. I like that. I can't wait to see if you guys can decide to make this a full game. I'll definitely be interested in that. But otherwise, whatever your next project is, good luck on that. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.